Sinatra, flying mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta say, like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta say, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bout it,
nature, all is automatic.
You fools hurt. Jesus will.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
1-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Jones throwing again. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Dancing to his left. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And now another one thrown incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Rager again. This time he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And quickly finding Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
7-yard line.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a little steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown, New York.
Complete to
Darius Slayton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Giants 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
7 yards, the pick up there.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get this.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they had.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's Jones off the play fake. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Jones.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Go. Check.
Throwing is Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
29 is the Mike 29. All that, baby, all that. Check. Fresno.
Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Throwing deep for Galladay. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check 24, check 24. Slam.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Watch twins. Check 52. Undercross.
2nd and 13. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Giants 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off play action. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Tackled at the 25.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
And 3.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
52's the mark, boy. 52. I'm here all day.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Pass the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Jones eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley will try to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Gano the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Sanders. That's good for an Eagle.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6.
Giants 35.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem in there to pick it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here, escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Giants, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
She-Bag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is